What is up, my people? It is your boy DJ Swood, running back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to talk about some things that happened at Eagles training camp today. But first, Algo Gang. Hit the like button. The like button is how you pay YouTube creators for their time. We give you free content. You just pay us by hitting the like button. You guys have been absolutely crushing it on the algorithm, dropping comments, dropping emojis. You've been ranking these videos like crazy. I've never had this many views on Eagles videos, so shout out to the Algo Gang and keep doing your thing. Thanks for being here. Now, before we get into some of the things that happened at Eagles training camp, I wanted to point out in the comments the other day, because I get well actuallys a lot, and those of you that don't know, a well actually is a person that just, they can't have fun. They can't absolutely just sit back and enjoy themselves. They have to ruin the moment with, well, actually, this is what happened. Well, actually, you know what I mean? Usually I don't comment on it, but I just decided that when I get one that really, really grinds my gears, I now have well actually glasses, and I'm going to read the comment and well actually the hell out of you. So here we go. Here's the well actually glasses. All right. Every time we get a well actually in the comments, this is what's going to happen, okay? So here you go. Here's the well actually, all right? Here's the comment, because I'm not an NFL expert. I say that all the time. I'm a fan of the game. I watch it. I have fun. I react to it. And some people just can't handle that. There was a left guard that missed a block the last game. I freaking Googled who the hell it was because I didn't know who it was. The name I came up with didn't exist. And this guy just couldn't handle that. He couldn't handle it. So here he is in the comments, the biggest well actually of all time. And quote, well actually, come on, dude. Do you mean Landon Dickerson, our second year left guard? But that wasn't even him. Sua Opeta was starting in his place because Dickerson had a left foot issue. Bad analysis and awareness for what few plays were being reviewed. You got to know who's in there. Shut up. I'm sorry I didn't know who the third string left tackle was. All right, let's get to this, man. The first fight of training camp is between Derrick Barnette and Andre Dillard. Safe to say it was instigated by Barnette. Shocker! Shocker! Chris, are you shocked by that? Chris is not shocked. Safe to say it was instigated by Barnette. After a rep of one-on-ones, he pulled Dillard to the ground after losing the rep. Now, I'm all for training camp fights. I think it's great. I think it's great for players to show, passion, fight, effort, killer instinct, things like that. Get heated in the moment. It's good to see that players care enough to get upset and scrap on the field. I love every second of that. But when it's Derrick Barnette, I don't love it. Because Derrick Barnette is a player who has had issues now his entire career with keeping his cool and costing the Eagles in major, major moments in major, major games with stupid penalties because he's a hothead. Last year he had the most personal foul. He had the most third down extending personal fouls in the NFL. That means the worst flag you can get at the worst time. You hold a team on a 3rd and 2 and Derrick Barnette hits him out of bounds. Now the drive continues and they score on it. You know what I'm saying here? Derrick Barnett's a knucklehead. We didn't think he was going to get a second chance or a third chance or a fourth chance, whatever year it is. And he did. And here he is again fighting in training camp. So Derrick Barnette gets beat on a rep and pulls Dillard to the ground. I don't like that. Let me know in the comments what you think of that. Are you a Derrick Barnette believer or fan? Do you think he can improve, or do you think he's just going to be the same old freaking knucklehead that he's been his NFL career so far, and probably should not have important plays on the field with the Philadelphia Eagles because he will cost you with things like this? But shout out to Dillard for holding his own and not putting up with the BS from Derrick Barnette, not sitting back and getting bullied and saying, you want to scrap, bro? Let's scrap. Now, here's what happened next. because, Andre Dillard just got bullied by Derrick Barnette, or Barnette attempted to bully him, and he was like, yo, I ain't having it. Let's go. We can roll around on the ground. That's fine. Andre Dillard in the middle of another fight with Patrick Johnson. This one was heated. Dillard's helmet came off, and there was some swinging involved. Took several teammates and staffers to break it up. Let's go. Let's go. I need video. One thing I love in sports is fighting. And I think it's because it's not supposed to happen. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's more exciting because it's not allowed. A baseball. There's nothing better than a baseball fight to me. I don't care what team it is. You tell me the bench is cleared. You tell me the dugout came from the outfield. You tell me I'm in. I'm all in. I will watch any baseball fight, and I've gone down the YouTube rabbit hole before on baseball fights and watched every single one that's ever existed. It's great. I need a video of this. I need a video of Dillard's helmet coming off and somebody throwing punches at Eagles training camp. I love it. But again, shout out to Andre Dillard for showing some fire and letting everybody know. Not only are you not going to get around me in this training camp session, but we can throw hands if you want to get a little wild. You want to get a little weird, you want to get a little crazy. We could throw hands. Let's do it. Shout out to Dillard for that. Something I don't like. I like the fact that Devonta Smith came back and was at practice today, so the groin issue is not something that's lingering or ongoing, and we don't have to worry about it. But Devonta Smith comes back to practice, and according to reports, goes over the middle. According to Brandon Lee Gowten, Jalen Hurts throws him a hospital ball. A hospital ball. And Devonta Smith gets popped over the middle by TJ Edwards. Smith got right up after, seems to be okay. But, I just had some comments the other day about Devonta Smith and him being undersized, but I said that, and maybe I jinxed this, and Devonta, I'm sorry for jinxing this. I said he doesn't usually go over the middle and put himself in danger. It's usually, like, when he goes over the middle, he's usually wide open, or he usually reads the field pretty well. He doesn't seem to put himself in dangerous situations. That's all I was trying to say. And I compared it to that Deshaun Jackson play from a couple of years ago against the Atlanta Falcons where he ran over the middle, and I think Michael Vick led him right into danger, and he got absolutely blasted in the face, and was out for, I don't know, I think the rest of the season, maybe 6 weeks, something like that, with a concussion. So I compared it to that as far as an undersized receiver going over the middle, and then Devonta Smith comes back and goes over the middle and has the same thing happen in training camp. TJ Edwards puts a lick on him. Now, hopefully it was a clean lick. It doesn't sound like it was anything egregious. Hopefully it was, a shoulder pad right to the chest, nice and clean by TJ Edwards. And also, on top of that, shout out to Devonta Smith for showing toughness, because at 6'1", $165, it's the things that have been said about him so far in his career and coming out of college. It was the things that teams were a little bit weary about. Is he big and strong enough to withstand the NFL? But I have to say that even with his lack of size, he shows heart, he shows toughness, and you'll see plays where Devonta Smith puts a shoulder down and creates contact with somebody instead of running out of bounds like a scared little girl, Jalen Reagor, you know what I mean? So it's mindset, and Devonta Smith has it, and I love it. Couple more things here. Elliot Shore-Parks, of course, we got to go down his Jalen Hurts training camp stats, because Elliot Shore-Parks is just the leader of training camp stats, and he knows people roast him for it, so he doubles down and goes even harder. He does things where he compares last year's training camp stats to this year. It's absolutely insane. It's totally nerd tweets. It's total nerd football, and I'm here for it. Jalen Hurts training camp stats, day 11, 14 for 19, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Had a chance for 2 more touchdowns, but missed them. I'd give him a C for the day. A C. Now, if you didn't see my reaction to the one series in the preseason, I reacted to all 6 of Jalen Hurts' throws and broke them down and gave you my opinion. Opinion from not an NFL expert, from just a fan who watches the game. So keep that in mind if you want to go ahead and actually me in the comments. But He comes back to training camp today, and he gets a C from Elliot Shore-Parks. Missed 2 touchdowns, and then we got a Brandon Lee Gowten tweet here that I think should be a little bit concerning. All right, we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. But when I get to it, you'll know. All right, so stay tuned. The first one here, Miles Sanders pops up on the Eagles injury report. That's not fun. Leg soreness. All right, so Miles Sanders, the guy that, has had injury history so far, is fighting for a contract extension in the last year of his rookie deal. Also had quotes to the media. I'm going to play every game this year. I don't like missing games. Yeah, we don't like you missing games either, but you can't control whether you're healthy or not. So, I'm going to play every game. Yeah, we'll see. He's already out of a practice with leg soreness. So basically, Miles Sanders played in 1 preseason game, played 1 series, caught 1 pass, maybe 2, if I'm not remembering correctly, and now missed practice with leg soreness. So there we are with that. The rest of the injury report: Jason Kelce obviously with the elbow surgery. Boston Scott concussion. I must have missed that. Greg Ward has a toe. Javon Hargrave has a toe. Hightower groin. Well, let's move on. Kenneth Gainwell fumble in training camp. Been a chippy day at practice. Dillard and Barnette got into it earlier. Now Patrick Johnson and Dillard had to be separated. Let's keep going here. Josiah Scott got some first-team reps alongside Anthony Harris. Scott began camp as a slot cornerback, but moved to the back end, so we got Josiah Scott playing safety in training camp now. And the safety position is still probably the biggest question mark left on the Philadelphia Eagles roster as far as I'm concerned. And I wasn't impressed with Anthony Harris last season. We re-signed him, and I don't know. We'll have to see Josiah Scott and the other options and what they look like moving forward. T.J. Edwards put a big pop on Devonta Smith that knocked the wide receiver to the ground after a short hospital ball from Hurts. We already read that. Okay, here you go. Here's the one that I think is concerning. Jalen Hurts with multiple underthrown passes to deep targets in 7-on-7. Underthrown passes to deep targets in 7-on-7. Now keep this in mind. 7-on-7, not 11-on-11. So 7-on-7, he's not even being pressured by defensive linemen. They call sacks by the time he lets go of the ball. So you're not even under pressure. We're talking about wide open throws to receivers down the field, and they were underthrown. And this is Jalen Hurts' biggest deficiency so far in his NFL career and his college career. It's on his draft profile. He's always been known. He makes receivers come back to the ball or makes receivers slow down and wait on the ball. He struggles to get the ball out in front of receivers on deep throws. And here we have 7-on-7s in training camp. Jalen Hurts with multiple underthrown passes to deep targets in 7-on-7s. So I just wanted to cover that quickly, let you know I don't like that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Then he had a good deep completion to Watkins down the left sideline in full team drills. McPherson had a tough day in coverage. So Watkins beat McPherson down the left sideline, and Hurts hit him. He doesn't say if he hit him in stride or anything like that, but a deep completion to Watkins. So we don't know if Watkins had to slow down or come back to the ball. Hopefully, he put it out there in front and it was in stride and it was a good throw. Brandon, I want a little bit more on that. But Hurts ball to a leaping Devontae down the left sideline, just over the hands of Maddox and McPherson. Flashy. So that sounds like that was a good throw. If he's leaping and it's over 2 defenders, sounds to me like Hurts put the ball in a position where only Devontae could get it. And of course, my guy Devonta Smith makes the snag because the Slim Reaper is just that dude. He's just that dude. Give me that reach and grab, toe touch. I need more Michael Jackson action this year. I need a moonwalk out of the back of the end zone from Devontae. That's what I need. I love Devonta Smith. Almost done here. In case you forgot, Devonta Smith is pretty good. Jalen Hurts deep throw to Devonta Smith, who beat Bradbury down the field in 1-on-1. So there's another one. There's another deep touchdown throw to Devonta Smith, who beat Bradbury down the field in 1-on-1. So it sounds like that's a different play than the one where he's reaching over Bradbury McPherson, or it might be the same one. Not sure. But it sounds like Hurts had a couple of bad throws, and then Hurts had a couple of good throws. So Elliot Shore-Parks gave him a C on the day. We don't actually know because we don't have video. We're just out here reading reports and guessing. So that's where we're at with it. But anyway, I want to thank all you lovely folks for tuning in for another edition of Run It Back Philly. I love you all. Thank you so much, Algo Gang, for staying on top of the like button and the comments. If you don't have anything to say, just put an emoji in the comments. I don't care. It's all for the Algo! Algo Gang, stand up. You guys are the best, man. Peace.